Hey folks, so I've been doing a little updating with my Dark Eldar lately, paint-wise, and I thought since I had the army out, why not go over two of the lists that I've been basically working towards using in some upcoming tournaments. We have a tournament in February, actually two of them, one at the beginning of the month, which is 1,500 points, and one at the end of the month, which is 1,850 points. The army is, or actually both are, Combined Arms Detachment, and starts off with my Lamian in a Venom with Splinter Cannons on the top and the bottom. The elite unit that I have is going to be my Blasterborn, basically, 4 blasters. And I upgraded to a Drakon because I needed him to be a Warlord, and I gave him a Haywire Grenade so I could potentially get 5 shots. They're in a Venom with a Splinter Cannon on the top and the bottom. Now, in the back, for heavy support, I have 2 Ravagers, and the Ravagers we really don't have any upgrades from mostly anything in the army except a few here and there. So they both have Dark Lances. I have a few Reavers, and they're basically upgraded with a Heat Lance and some Custard Caltrops just to kind of have a quick little unit to jump around. But the rest of the army is all warriors and raiders. Each of the raiders have Dark Lances with Splinter Racks. The newer raiders, those will have 10 warriors with a Splinter Cannon, and the older ones will have 5 warriors with a blaster. So we've got 10 warriors with Splinter Cannon, 10 warriors, Splinter Cannon, 10 warriors, Splinter Cannon, and of course 5, 5, and 5 with blasters. So overall, the idea is to get as many units on the table, get as many shots as possible. There is a good balance of anti-infantry with the amount of shots and rerolls when it comes to the splinter weapons, and also a great deal of, really anti-tank with all the lance weaponry too. So I'm pretty happy with this list, and it has worked out rather well in the past few games that I played it in. I just need a little bit more practice with it. Now, to boost the army up to 1850, I'll increase the Reavers up to 3, upgrade 1 to an Arena Champion, and then I've got 2, and a Heat Lance on 1 too. And then, of course, these 2 Void Raven Bombers. No. The 2 Razor Wings, those guys are outfitted with Dark Lances and Splinter Cannons. So overall, it's not bad to boost them up, or it's not a bad boost to get to 1850 with these guys. I get some anti-air, and my kind of quick unit to grab objectives as needed is just a little bit bigger, and the leadership's a little bit higher, so when they start losing units. Now, since I had all these guys out, I thought, well, why not get the rest of the army out as well? Just keep in mind, there's a few units that aren't included in here because they're not painted. So I've got a bunch of Hellions and my version of the Baron or Baroness from back in the day. I've got a ton of Incubi and a bunch of Hecatrix and stuff like that for upgrades for my witches. And then, of course, a Slith, an Archon, and Lilith. And I have 20 witches in the background there too. So I'm really sad because I really liked having witches in my army, and they just added something to it. I also have some Reavers down here, and probably one of my least favorite units in the game, or at least for the Dark Eldar, is a Void Raven Bomber there. And we've got some Scourge here with Haywire Blasters. So I do have some additional Scourge. I think I got 5 more of them that just haven't been painted, and then I think maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 more Hellions that haven't been painted. So that's pretty much all the Dark Eldar I have for the most part. And this list, this 1,500 point and 1,850 list, is basically what I'm going to be taking to the tournament. So if you have any thoughts, comments, questions, or suggestions of the army, please let me know. So far this army's working well compared to how I used to run it, with more kind of upgrades and elite units. So it's definitely much more survivable because I can just lose a ton of units and still kind of have a few to zip around. So anyways, with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little overview, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.